Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. The day has finally come where we are performing open heart surgery here on the VHR. We got our dog Alex out here. Thank you for helping, sir. So yeah, first little things we're gonna do is just go ahead and remove all the bolts, get the timing cover off. Nothing too crazy. What I'll go ahead and do now is set up a time lapse so you guys can see that. Then once we have the cover off, we're gonna inspect, obviously try to find where the rest of the gasket is, because I'm sure there's gonna be some pulled up in the timing cover, and then get the timing cover cleaned, and then move on to taking apart the timing and getting the gallery gasket replaced. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got gasket everywhere. There's one right there. Timing cover's off. Gasket right there. Shit's everywhere.
This one looks like it's complete. It looks like the upper one.
I think the upper one is usually the one that fails. But
well, this engine realistically doesn't have a lot of miles. So
yeah, it looks clean in here.
Yeah, it's super clean. Like they did their oil change for sure.
Fire. All right, so next step, we're gonna go ahead and get it top dead center.
Yeah.
Top dead center, and then remove tensioner.
Yeah, just really I gotta secure the timing change. So once you try to take the tensioner off, if the cam moves a little bit, the engine itself moves a little bit, it's gonna try to jump one of the teeth on it, so it's gonna mess up the timing. But if you secure it, then you'll be fine.
Alright guys, so as you will see in the time lapse, timing cover is off. We took off the tensioner and the guide. Now the next step is to go ahead and clean the surfaces of the timing cover and where the gallery gaskets actually go. Over here I have the gaskets or whatever you want to call these. What are these, like the mounting plate, whatever, for the gasket? They're all cleaned up. Timing covers over here all cleaned up. That's a big process, and I wasn't filming it just because it's kind of boring, but it's all clean now. So we're gonna move forward and go ahead and get the gaskets installed with the brand new Allen hardware, as you can see here. Don't judge me about my hands, mechanic.
What?
But yeah, so we're gonna keep grinding on and update you guys once we get the next step done. Went ahead and got the timing cover back on. We are buttoning up everything. I just want to give you guys a big disclaimer and FYI. This isn't a how-to video. I wasn't sitting here going and trying to give you guys every single step on how to do a gallery gasket, because as you can see, I'm not even the one doing the gallery gasket. So I'm more here just to, supervise and try to help as much as I can. So yeah, big disclaimer, not an install video. Just more of our experience, update on the car and how things are going. So we got the timing cover all bolted down, siliconed up. Now I just got to go ahead and put the 2 bolts that hold the timing cover from the oil pan, seal up the oil pan, put the oil pan on. I'm waiting on the gaskets for the VTC covers, and then once those are on, I'll go ahead and start buttoning everything back up, putting the front end back on, and getting it ready to drive. Huge shout out to Alex. Thank you again, brother. You are the man. So yeah, hopefully get this thing on the road in the next video. Alright guys, so from the last clip you saw, we had the timing cover off. We got everything put back on. I went ahead and put the tensioner back on, belts, power steering pump, alternator, crank, all that kind of stuff. So everything's buttoned up. I just primed it over, no fuel leaks, thank God. So yeah, now it's to start it. Kind of anxious, kind of nervous, but I have faith that everything went well. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get it started. Alright guys, well, as you saw, we got the car started. Got some coolant leaking, but whatever, that's, you know, because the cooling system's not on yet. I went ahead and took off the passenger side headlight bracket because, as you can see, on the driver's side for a DE, it has this hole cut here. Whereas on an HR, both of them would be cut in case you upgrade to, you know, the 3-inch intakes or whatever like that. But as you can see, from factory, the DE one doesn't have that hole. So I'm just gonna set you guys up on a time lapse, get the grinder out, cut this hole here, and then I also have to go ahead and cut a hole through the core support, but we'll go ahead and do that in the next clip. So yeah, let's get our grinder out and get to work. Alright guys, so as you saw in the time lapse, I went ahead and got this cut. Yeah, it's not too bad for a grinder in the garage. I'm not mad about it. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of paint on it just to clean it up. Yeah, look at that. Rip. But whatever, hey, I mean, the job is done, it'll work. So let's get it. I'm gonna throw some spray paint on this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the core support and begin to cut that as well. Alright guys, so as you can see, I put the front end back on, I got the radiator on, fans on, coolant hoses, pretty much everything more or less is on except headlights. I got to put the intakes back on, but we're going to go ahead and button that up, and then in the next video we're going to go ahead and bleed it again, and we are going to go ahead and take it on hopefully a better first drive and be able to actually do a pull, or you know, at least go through the RPM, go through the gears and see how the car reacts. But thank you so much guys for all the support with the build and all the support with both cars on the channel. We appreciate it so much, man. We are really close to 1,000 subscribers and I can't wait to hit that mark. So as always guys, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.